Is it the kisses for me? Is it the kisses for me? She like hit it for me.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back, sis. So today we're gonna be doing my sister's makeup. I just started with cleaning her face with some micellar water and spraying her face with an e.l.f. setting spray. We were trying to get this together and for whatever reason we couldn't. So that's why she made that face. Anyway, we went in with the primer, 2 e.l.f. putty primers, the luminous and the mattifying, and was just spreading that around with a Real Techniques brush. Again, everything will be listed down below. And for whatever reason, she felt like it was okay for her to come into my chair without her eyebrows managed. She thought it was okay for her to come into my chair without her eyebrows groomed. Who does that? Anyway, so I had to sit here and raise her eyebrows and groom them before I even did it because, girl, what the hell? Anyway, y'all, please do not go to y'all makeup artist without your eyebrows properly groomed. Baby, I do not do eyebrows. That is not my field. I'm not gonna lie though, when I did her eyebrows, they did come out nice. So maybe I do eyebrows. I'm still gonna try the extra P though. I'm not gonna hold you. I continue to prep and set her eyebrows into place with the Morphe sculpting wax and eyebrow gel from Anastasia. Now moving on to the face. As far as the base goes, I kept it simple because this is a soft glam look, so I didn't want to do too much. And anytime I apply foundation with a brush, I like to go over it with a sponge to further blend the foundation into the skin to give a more seamless look and seamless finish. I applied 2 coats of foundation for a base for a more full coverage look as well. I really do love doing my sister's makeup because it gives us a chance to really spend more time with each other and just crack jokes and cut up like we always do. And it's always a good time. We're always laughing and making jokes with each other, always. And then when I do her base always comes out so nicely. Like, I'd be a little jealous, I'm not gonna lie. Her base comes out so nicely. It's just so easy to do her makeup. And I told her, like, she has a nice canvas for makeup. So after her base was prepped, I went ahead and started putting down the concealer to go ahead and let it sit. And she wanted to hit me with a... What? I'm not gonna mess it up. Girl, anyways, I applied the e.l.f. Camo concealer to the back of my hand to go ahead and warm up the product before I applied it to the face. I find that it blends it out easier and it just makes it more seamless. So I went ahead and did that, and then right after that I went ahead and got to the nose, honey. We went and snatched this nose up, okay? So I took just a smaller brush with the same concealer and went ahead and defined her nose bridge. And I like to buff it into the eyebrows because it gives a seamless look. I honestly like to take my time doing the nose because I want to make sure it's fully blended and there's no harsh lines, and so it's completely cohesive with the rest of the face. And like I said, y'all, this gives us a good time for us to just sit here and laugh with each other and crack jokes and just enjoy each other's time. But after this, I just went ahead and contoured underneath her lip to make her bottom lip look a little bigger, to give her that pouty look because she has big lips, so I mean, why not? Now, I like to take my time on the brows as well. I want to make sure they look right. I want to make sure they are nice and defined and everything. I understand that brows are sisters, not twins. I understand that, but I need y'all to look like y'all got the same daddy. Okay? I need y'all to look like y'all got the same mother. You're going to see me go back and forth using a couple different products for our brows. First, I was using a pencil, then I went in with a powder, and then lastly, I use a pomade, I believe. And to further carve out her brows and define them, I went ahead and used the same concealer that I used as setting on her face to keep everything again cohesive. When it came to the placement of the concealer, because my sister has like an oval face shape to me, I wanted to make sure I didn't bring the concealer too far past her eyebrows because that would have just widened her face a bit. So I made sure to keep it all into the center is what looks best to me for her. And so I just went ahead and blended that out with another Real Technique brush and made sure to keep it concentrated in the center of her face. If there are any other makeup artists watching this video, let me know down below. Do y'all find it weird when y'all clients be looking at you while y'all doing their makeup? Because I found this so weird. My sister was watching me do her makeup, like staring at me in my face. So I just looked back at her and we were just staring at each other and laughing about it. She's so freaking weird. Anyways, because I let the concealer sit for so long, it allowed it to become more full coverage than what it would have been than if I would have blended it out immediately. And so I just went back through and used the foundation brush that I had used earlier to make sure those lines was blended out so there was no harsh lines and that everything was again cohesive and seamless, honey. That's the whole word of the day. After blending out the concealer on the rest of her face, I went ahead and went in with some blush that I felt like fit her skin tone so nicely. Because just because we're black, that does not mean that we don't wear blush. I went ahead and set under her under eyes to keep it from creasing as well. And as you can see, I like to tap off the excess onto the back of my hand so that I'm not putting too much like I did on the first eye, which is okay, baby. I went back and fixed that anyway. It's fine. It's fine. So went ahead and set the areas that I had concealed to go ahead and set them in place so that they don't crease or move or budge on me. And I also went ahead and did something new. I cut under where I had contoured her to give it a more chiseled look, and I've never really done that before. Like anytime I've done that on myself, it does not work out. Like I look crazy, girl. Girl, move! Goodbye! So I went ahead and went in with some bronzer and go ahead and bring some warmth back to her face. And I also took that same bronzer and used it on her nose to contour her nose some more to make it more snatched. I also went in to go set her blush with that Juvia's Place eyeshadow palette. It actually worked really, really well. I used those two colors in there, and then I went back to enforce her eyebrows again. As you can see, I'm using a pomade this time, the same pomade from Morphe. And then we started on her eyelids with the same bronzer that I had used for her earlier to bring back some warmth to her face, and starting the eyeshadow process. Using the same concealer I used to highlight her face, I created a soft cut crease. A soft cut crease is basically a cut crease that's not as harsh and not as defined. Blend out the edges of the concealer with the same bronzer I used on her face earlier. The palette that I'm using is the Juvia's Place Chocolate palette with the tan shade to set the concealer into place. Using the darker shade, I went to our outer corner to go ahead and deepen up the look. Look at her feeling herself. I love that for her. Oh my God. You know you're doing something right when your clients start feeling themselves and looking at themselves in the camera. So baby, that made me feel good. Seeing her feel good made me feel good. Anyway, I applied the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced as well. I also applied some brown liquid eyeliner and smudged it out. I didn't want the liner to be too bold and take away from the look, so I wanted it to be much softer so that it all blended in well. Please don't forget this step. Check to make sure you don't have to customize your lashes to your eyes, because all lashes don't fit everybody's eyeballs. Once I finished customizing her eyelashes, I went ahead and applied her lashes with some lash glue. I put a thin line on the lashes and a thin line on her actual eyes. And boom, she looking real good. To finish up her eyes, I applied the same colors that I used on top of her lids to smoke out her bottom lash line. Applied some highlighter from Juvia's Place as well, and then began to line her lips. Now, at first, she wanted me to keep it matte, but I'm not a matte girl. Okay, I like gloss. To further enforce the line, I went in with a brown liquid lipstick and topped it off with like a nudish matte liquid lipstick as well. She was feeling the matte, but baby, I need the gloss. So we went in on top with some gloss from NYX, one of their butter glosses. Y'all let me know down in the comments below, which one did y'all prefer, the matte or the gloss lip? I did some finishing touches, sprayed her face, added some more powder. Guys, this is the final look. Look at that face sitting, you hear me? Look at her serving nothing but face, yo. And that is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Jag har någon på sidan.